Hey all, how are you doing? It's Sunny Sekon, your love coach, guide, and founder of Love Fest and other beautiful events helping transformation happen in the world. In this video today, we're going to be talking about fear of commitment and the fear of love compared to the complete opposite, which is the love of love and the love of commitment. So on this journey today, we're going to go from the fear of settling down and creating that beautiful relationship to the love of creating a beautiful relationship and really understanding why is it so important to create that beautiful relationship and how much benefits and how much joy it can bring you and extra energy in order for you to create a better life for the future. I know that sounds a bit overworked because some people are just thinking, oh, it's just a relationship. Well, when you find a beautiful, long-term, committed relationship, it's more than that. When you find a beautiful energy of love that you're experiencing and living in on a daily basis, then other areas of your life really get better. Your love for family, your love for work, your love for your own business, your love for adventure and exploring more of the world. Because when we're in fear, we're in doubts. When we're in fear, we think, oh, I don't know if I want to try hard enough to get that promotion. Oh, what if I don't get it? Oh, that doubt. I don't know if I want to really go on that adventure. What if it doesn't work out? But when you're in the energy of love and loving life and loving the world around you, it really helps you to create that love for adventure, love for joy, love for everything in life. And it really comes down to your basics of the relationship as well when you're in a loving relationship compared to when you're not. And the reason why I share so much expertise on this and have the passion to really make a big difference in the world, in this area in particular, is because I went through so much suffering, right? In case you're new to me, I had a single parent upbringing and I never knew what a good relationship was. And in my house, I didn't feel safe enough to open my heart. I didn't feel safe enough to be seen, to be loved. And because of that, this fear came inside of me. There was a fear to be authentic, the fear to allow myself to love, and the fear to want to commit to a long-term relationship. And because of that, I had lots of arguments, fights, toxicity, loads of issues coming up in the relationship. But it was all down to the fear that I was putting into it. And also my partner at the time, and well, now my wife. And through working through things together, going to Tony Robbins 10 years ago, continuously learning, growing, qualifying as a coach, helping many people throughout the years to really change and impact their life and really understand relationships and understand where they're at with their energy and what energy is going into relationships, which is causing the blocks. And the reason I know that because I was causing the blocks, and when I was in that toxic, painful relationship, life was cloudy, life was grey. I was having sleep paralysis. I don't know if you're familiar with that, but I was having sleep paralysis. My body was contracting, my soul was suffocated. And it wasn't until I was doing a lot of healing through plant medicine, ayahuasca really helped transform my life, through healing others, through reading, learning, qualifying, through helping and really understanding, giving myself that space through meditation, breath work, various things, and qualifying in it, and helping others with it. Just really working in this area for 10 years of making change in people's lives as well as my own life. And because of this gift, I am so passionate about it because we've been able to transform my relationship with my wife now. And now we live in a beautiful relationship space. And we open that space up to others and help other people through Love Fest, through other events, and through day-to-day coaching and really supporting others in their life. We both are beautiful advocates and supports for other people to help inspire them and motivate them to create the life they want. So, anyways, enough about me and enough about what we do. But now let's focus on the key areas of committing to a beautiful relationship. So many people want this outcome. They want the goal. I want to get married. I want to be in a beautiful relationship. I want this joy and love in my life. However, to get to this point, there is a road, and we have to go on the road. and we've got to enjoy the road, because it's like a road trip. If you're always just focused on the end destination, the road trip will be painful and frustrating. But if what you can do is enjoy the bumps, enjoy the changes, enjoy the growth within yourself to get you to that outcome, then the journey becomes a lot better and more pleasant, because you understand, I'm going to this outcome, but I'm enjoying the journey along the way. And I'm going to talk to you a bit about that journey, because although we want to go to the top of Mount Everest, we also have to realize that there's drops, there's edge of the cliff, and there's so much pain that's also could be associated with it without knowing. And people want to climb Mount Everest, but they don't really want to do the training beforehand to get there. So I'm going to work you through the training side of things today and help us in a very simple, beautiful way to get a bit more clearer and a bit more excited for love. Because if you find out that this end destination is just a goal, you're not as excited. But if you find out that this end destination here is more than a goal, it's actually a beautiful life and a continuous joy and happiness for the period of time that you're on Earth, right? It continues, and you get more excited for love, and you get more excited for becoming and going on this road trip to get there, as opposed to just thinking, oh, it's just a goal. So I mainly work with South Asians, and this is a lot of my background. However, we are expanding to everyone else now, which is beautiful. And with this, and please grab a notepad and pen. All right, let me give you a pause for that. Grab a notepad and pen and write some notes. You know, it's only me and you, and this is a beautiful space for me to give you some clear and free advice on creating that journey, and advice that's really helped my clients go from scared and worried and doubtful to be able to create a very beautiful relationship. Okay. And I'll give you some examples from my client. I'm also an author, so if you do want to grab my book, you can read my book, and it'll give you more details, more in chapter format for you to understand. But this one, I'm going to give you a great overview of the journey of commitment, love, and finding that beautiful relationship. So, okay, grab the pen and paper, right? Go, I'll give you 10 seconds. Okay, you can pause it and come back, but there you go, you got 10 seconds now. All right, so everyone wants this beautiful relationship. And what's happening is subconsciously is sometimes we haven't seen a beautiful relationship in our life. I talked to you about one example. There was a beautiful woman that I was working with, very kind. When I first started working with her, she was actually very quiet. Sonny, you okay? I'm like, are you all right? Is everything okay where you are? She goes, yeah, but I don't want anyone to hear me. Goes, why not? We're only having a conversation. I'm scared. Right. And this was like a lot of fear that she was putting into relationships as well. So I asked her, what are you scared of? She was first scared of judgment, if people would judge her in the family. She was scared of people criticizing her, like, you're not good enough, this is why you need to talk to a coach, for example. I had to remind her, well, the best people in the world, they work with coaches. The best in the world, they work with coaches. The Serena Williams, the Djokovic, the Ronaldo, the Messis, the Man City squad, biased. But the Man City squad, they work with the best coach in the world, and look at the results they get. And this is actually what we work with: help people create the best results and the best relationship. But you have to work with a coach. But I'm giving this for free. Okay. So I said to her, look, working with a coach is a beautiful gift. I guess, so why are you not able to even speak a little bit louder? As we got deeper into it through hypnosis and different activities, she started saying to me, when I was young, my parents used to hate it when I would scream, or if I would make noise, they'll get really, really annoyed and angry, and they would start arguing. So then, I just don't want to be loud. And this is the relationship that she saw. So in her brain, she wants to create this beautiful relationship, but in her mind already, in her subconscious, she's seen this relationship where it's so painful and hard on her. And seeing this relationship where it's very painful and very hard on her, and where she couldn't scream, where she couldn't talk up, and they would argue and fight, the parents would. So one would have to be quiet and stop talking and block this chakra. She wants to create this, but really she's scared because she don't know what she's creating. She don't know, is she going to create the same relationship as her parents or not? because most people do. Unless we change or we grow or we consciously change our path, then we'll start creating the same relationship as parents. So she was like, I don't know if I want to create that relationship subconsciously, that young girl inside. I'm scared. What if I do get in a relationship? Because the relationship I've seen, they shouted at me when I speak up. So when I'm in a relationship, should I speak up or not? Should I stay quiet? I don't know what to do. So we had to work through these things. I had to allow that permission for her to speak up, to be more authentic. Not just scream pointlessly, but to speak up, to be authentic, to be more of her, to allow this partner to see her. Because when you want to create a beautiful relationship, you have to feel free to express yourself. You have to feel free to talk and give love and laugh and be loud if you want to be loud and talk at different pitches and tones. You have to give yourself permission to do that, because otherwise, you're going to be in a relationship and feel trapped, and we're not going to create that beautiful relationship. Instead, we're going to create maybe a resemblance of a parent's relationship. By the way, this is very common within our Asian society, especially within South Asians, because their parents and your parents went through trauma when coming to a new country, experiences and pains and hurts. There was a lot of trauma in that generation, which made them learn a lot of fear. And fear almost restricts us and stops us. And then relationships became this idea of, not for everyone, but relationships became this idea of reproduction to survive. And the relationship was a base just to survive, as opposed to a partner to create this beautiful life with and enjoy this world with. You see, there's a massive difference in that. It's a relationship to survive, or it's a relationship to create a beautiful life with. Two completely different things. However, the model of the world that we're seeing in our subconscious, the model of the world is a lot of fear and pain. And a lot of us now, as a second generation or first generation from immigrant that moved from India to England, my parents said, well, a lot of us here, we don't live in survival anymore. So our daily lifestyle isn't survival. Our daily lifestyle is actually thriving. We good jobs, we got university degrees, we're medics, we're all of this kind of things, right? We are thriving in many areas of our life and creating a life of a thriving atmosphere. And we're enjoying going out with friends, we're enjoying working out, we're enjoying work. There's so much joy in our life, but the model of a relationship is still in that survival state. So because of that, we're going, oh, do I want this relationship? But I do want that beautiful outcome, but do I want it or not? And this is why people are scared to commit. Also, we've got to bear in mind, a couple of years ago, we had a big incident in the world. It had a lot of fear of deaths and worries and doubts. And then we've seen a lot of fear with our parents, passed down generations. And generationally, there was hurt, there was pain, and that's passed down to us. These belief systems that you should be in a relationship just to marry, you love afterwards. Well, that's all that old school mindset. Don't talk about your success, don't talk about your joys, don't talk about your excitement. That's an old school mindset, as opposed to the new school mindset of really enjoying life and thriving and speaking about what you want in the world and manifesting more about your life and forgiving people instead of holding them grudges, because grudges are a survival tool so that people don't hurt you again, but it keeps you locked in survival as opposed to thriving in life. So this is the journey that we want to get to. It's a beautiful life where we're thriving, we're creating more, we're doing more, we're enjoying dating, we're enjoying life together, we're going on holidays, we're traveling together, we're committed, we're creating a new beautiful family. This is what we want to get to, because this is the beautiful thriving mind that we have in so many different areas, and it's what we want to produce now. It's what we want to create now. However, that subconscious blocks are still keeping us blocked and held back. And this is why we're seeing people not commit as much, ghost more, avoid deeper relationships. And when things get tough, don't communicate, instead push away. Go out with friends and get distracted, watch Netflix all the time, and do all these different things, as opposed to committing and having them conversations that could be more challenging initially, however, pay dividends in the long run, right? So this is why we're seeing people that are not as excited for relationships or that long-term relationship as much. So one thing I encourage is that we've got to understand what fear may be holding you back. Is it because you've not seen a good relationship? Is it because you've been in a bad relationship? Is it because you're unclear of how to get to this road? Right. So we've got to almost identify it, because by identifying what's stopping us from creating that relationship really gives us the lights on. Because once we can go, okay, you know what? I never saw a good relationship in the past, or one of my friends got cheated on, or one of my friends got hurt, or I got hurt. And you know what? Relationships wasn't that good, or they never excited me that much. Then we can put a little bit of clarity on the fog. And putting that clarity on the fog there will allow us to focus. And then from there, we can go, okay, well, all I need to do is get clear on the relationship that I do want. So it's something very simple called the reticulated activated system. Okay. Big word for what you focus on, where your energy goes. Where your focus goes, energy flows. And it's a beautiful one from Tony Robbins, actually. And he goes, where you focus your energy and focus your mind, energy will flow there. It's a very deep belief system, that is, because now quantum physics are also matching that belief system. They're saying there's so many particles out there in the world, and this reticulated activated system is monitoring your sensors. So it's saying there's so many sensors around, there's so much going on around us. What do I focus on? There's good people, bad people, there's cars, there's danger, there's happiness, there's Netflix, there's phone, there's messages, there's Instagram, Snapchat, there's YouTube. There's so much. Oh, I feel a bit overloaded right now. And what it says, this reticulated activated system that's in control of your sensory activity, what it says is whatever it gets really involved in, whatever it sees the most, it would focus on, and then you would attract that, or it would save you from that. So if you're focusing on a new car, then when you're looking at a new car and say you want a Tesla, and I want to buy that Tesla, and then without knowing, you start seeing Teslas everywhere. It's because your brain is focused on it, and then you draw them opportunities in more often because it's available. Why am I saying this? So when we put the lights on you and we understand, okay, maybe it's because I didn't see the best relationship or the relationship that I wanted to create. Maybe it's because I'm a bit scared because my cousin was hurt, or I've been in a bad relationship in the past and I had no idea how to handle it or what to do. Then maybe that's why I'm not focused as much on relationships instead of focused on work. Or because of my lack of focus on this area and just being, okay, let's just see how things go, it's not really getting me anywhere. And that's why I get frustrated and tired dating, as opposed to being excited and wanting to date more and putting myself out there. That makes sense. So what we want to do is have a clear vision for, okay, I didn't see the best relationship, so now I want to create the best relationship. So what do I need to focus on? What do I need to start thinking about? And how do I start creating that relationship and focusing on that relationship, which is going to bring us to new possibilities? Just like the Tesla, when you focus on it and you see it, you're going to see it more. Just like that, I'm going to see more opportunities out there in the world, and someone else that's looking for a great relationship as well. And we're both going to come together, and that's the way it works, right? And that's how the magic of the world works. With excitement, with joy, it comes a lot faster. And also speaking it out, getting excited. So this client, she had fear of speaking about what she wanted. She had fear of actually communicating, a lot of shame that was passed on to her. And also she had a lot of fear around arguments and fights and what relationship is she going to create. So because of that, her excitement for dates was very low. So what she would do is she would go on dates still, but she would be meeting people that didn't have that same level of excitement or joy. And she wanted that beautiful relationship, but she was like, oh, You okay? And she was nervous and scared. So she'll meet someone that was also a little bit nervous and scared, sometimes a little bit stronger energy than her. And she's like, oh, I don't know if I like this. Instead of the excitement and joy of creating that beautiful relationship and being in that energy to create it. All right. So what we had to do with her is let go of some of these beliefs and get to believe actually there are beautiful relationships out there, and you can create that beautiful relationship. What's important to have a beautiful relationship is open communication. And open communication doesn't mean we argue all the time. No, open communication means I'm actually openly talking to you. So if I ask you, let's go out for a drink, and you say, no, I'm okay. Okay, well, that stops the flow, right? But if you wanted to openly communicate, you could be like, no, I'm okay today. What about next week? You see, that's the flow of communication. And this person was so scared to say no. So actually, what she'll do was ghost people because she was very attractive, very beautiful. She'll ghost people because she was scared to say no. And then she was also unsure about how to communicate back because she thought they would get angry if she said no because her parents used to get angry at her when she said no. See how it all comes together in this weird triangle approach, right? Well, that's exactly it. So when I said to her, no, it's fine for you to say no and communicate openly. Say, no, I'd rather have a phone call first before we go on a date. Beautiful, right? Beautiful. And what happens in that exchange? This person starts valuing her time more because he starts going, well, you value your time so much that you're not just meeting me for a date. You must not date that many people, and you must be a bit more selective with your time. And I really value that. So he starts liking her more, and that relationship starts building because he starts building chemistry and starts thinking about her more and more. And because of that, she felt I couldn't openly communicate or be judged or told off or be angry at me. So instead, she would block or move away from that relationship, right? Or ghost. So now I asked her, be open, share properly, suggest a different time or a different date or an alternative. And then she was like, okay, cool, I'll do that. And then like the date started to flow a lot better. And guess what? She started meeting better people because people that were openly communicating back. So now she said, oh, should we talk tonight? And that person would say, yeah, sure, 9:30, good? No, we can't do 9:30, I could do this time. Okay, perfect. Just communicating, right? Or the person couldn't talk this evening, but he said, no, I could talk to you tomorrow. And then she started creating better relationships because they started flowing more easily and effortlessly. And this also led to her finding a beautiful relationship in the end. But we had to go through the areas of life that she wanted to create. How would this beautiful relationship be? And one of the things that she wanted, I remember very deeply, this one was a big one for her. She wanted somebody successful. How many of you ladies out there want somebody successful, right? But she wanted somebody successful, hardworking, and had money. Right? There's nothing bad about it at all. She wanted somebody that was financially doing well, right? Because she was also financially doing well, by the way. So she had a partner. She started going on dates, and this guy was everything she wanted: kind, loving, spiritual, all of them amazing things. Good looking, very good looking guy as well, right? Everything, tall, everything she manifested. This guy had it. But she started going back into fear after the first couple of dates. She goes, you know what, Sonny, I'm scared. Does he even have enough money for me? Can he really pay for me? And she starts going back into this fear mindset. And I'm like, oh, because that fear really takes over you. It really embodies your energy. And I goes, whoa, whoa, whoa. She goes, can he really provide for me? I don't know if he's the one. And now there it is. She starts pushing away from the relationship. She starts pushing away from him. And we broke it down and said, well, tell me a bit more. Tell me about what does he do financially? How's his setup? It's like, yeah, he's in London. He's a manager in a position, XYZ. So surely he's doing well. I'm sure he has enough money. I'm sure he's doing good. And she's like, yeah, he's very ambitious. Talks to me about promotions and doing other activities and really stepping forward with creating more in life. Wonderful. So that's really good. She says, yeah, but you know what? He didn't take me to the best restaurant, did he? I was like, oh, when did you get so bougie? I thought you were spiritual. Oh, spiritual, but I like best restaurants, you know? Okay, okay. And I sensed her fear and her lack, that she was starting to create again. And if she did continue creating that lack and fear and put that into the relationship, she would have pushed the relationship away. He would have walked away from her life because it's not the right energy. So very lack, oh, give me, give me, give me, give me, give me, give me. It's not actually the right energy to be creating that beautiful love, because there's three levels of love. The first level is a baby love. Give me, give me, give me. Mommy, I need food. Mommy, I need this. Mommy, I need this. Mommy, I need chocolate. Mommy, I need that. Daddy, I need this. Daddy, I need that. That's a baby love, because a baby has to be nurtured and looked after. Second love is where we're trading, right? So this is what we call like friendship love, companion love. So when I'm just trading with you, I'm like, oh, guess what? I'll book the restaurant this time. Next time you. Okay, I'm going to do this. Next time you. And you start doing one for one, and in this trade-off, you just become friends. Have you ever had that before, where you're dating somebody in the past and you're just friends? You're not even in love anymore. You're actually friends, and you're just experiencing the world together as friends instead of this beautiful energy, which is a third level of love, which is when you give love to each other, where you give your love to the other person, where you give your time and your love to someone else. So instead of thinking, give me, or I did this, you do this, instead you go, you know what do you need right now? What do you need in the world? What do you need in life? What do you want? And you start going, you know what, you've been stressed out. I'm going to book a spa. You know what, you've had a busy day. Here's a glass of wine. You know what, you've been going for a lot with your family. So you know what, let's us two spend some time together. You know what, it could even be even simpler than that. You can see that your partner's been working a lot and you give them a little massage. Oh, beautiful, right? Absolutely beautiful. But that's the energy of giving. And then you don't give that massage and go, now massage me. Because then that's it, back to that companion. Oh, 2 minutes, 2 minutes, timer's up, buzzer's up, there you go. Instead, what we want to do is want to give that massage and help them feel better. And then in that, we want them to, hopefully, with a boundary and with this clear, beautiful relationship that you want to create for the future, you want them to notice your needs when you're in pain, or you're busy, or you got family drama, you got life stress, which life has stress, of course, and they notice that from you, and they give you a little hug, or they're there for you, or they do something for you. They support you when you need it. And this is what we call a really beautiful, powerful relationship. It's where you both give to each other. And I advise all my clients, set that as a boundary. This is a true story. The reason why I married my wife was actually because I felt like we was playing at different levels of love. I'm naturally a giver, but obviously there's times where I went into that companion love. My wife was a companion love, and sometimes the baby love, right? And this was before we got married. And it will get frustrating because you're trying, and then one person is just taking all your energy, you're giving, and then you get tired and you're like, oh, I can't do this anymore. So you go back to one for one. So you start going into companion love, or you're not doing this and not doing that. And there was so much deep love. There's a lot of beautiful love. Now, when I reflect back, I really see my wife as my soulmate. It's very beautiful. Took a lot of healing to heal the soul, to be able to see my soulmate. It took a lot of time for me to transform from having them worries and doubts and the hurt, and let go of the ego and the fear, in order for me to heal my soul and then be able to realize that she's my soulmate, right? So it was been a beautiful, long journey for me, but throughout time, I've been able to create this. So anyways, back to it. And we decided to set that as a boundary, that we wrote clear on a letter to each other. Actually, I'm going to give, I'm going to put your needs first. And I love you, and I want to create this beautiful life with you, beautiful home, beautiful family. And I want to commit to this relationship and do whatever it takes to make it work. That means go to therapy, if it means go seek help, healing, whatever that is, whatever it takes to make this relationship work, let's commit to that. And we're committed to putting each other's needs first. It was a beautiful ceremony that we did it in. Like, we wrote the letter, we read it out to each other, we cried, we had some wine. It was very beautiful. And it was then, I think a week later or a couple of weeks later, that I actually proposed. And that was something inside where, when we both unlocked that that was like, this is the relationship I want to commit to. This is the relationship I want to be in, and the love that I want to have in my life. And that took so much work, because if you think about, as a single parent background and upbringing, fear was very strong for us. My father used to come and bang down the door and try and take us from my mother, and he was an abuser and used to hit my mum. So there's so much fear attached to it, so much shame. And back in that period of time, we was leaving my father, and my mum was divorcing. It was judged and frowned upon, and because of that, we had to become angry and frustrated instead. And there was a lot of pain with that. Even as a young child, I was bullied because I was naturally walking around with shame and quietness. I experienced that. And then when I went a little bit older, I went into a bit more aggression, because it helped me. It was better than being bullied. So I went into more aggression. And then I went into more this ego and cocky, and it worked as well, right? It was fun. Like, people liked it. People loved it at the time. They were like, "Oh my God." But ultimately, I wasn't being true to who I am. And it only came with a lot of deeper healing that I've been able to evolve on this journey, to be able to be more authentically me and live in this energy and this frequency, and be able to help more, do more, and be more for the world. Back to it. So, in order for her relationship to develop, what we had to do was, I told her, stop being a taker. I said, you have to stop being a taker now, because you're taking love. And this is why you're always attracting the wrong partners, because you're a taker. And you're trying to take financially now. And guess what? They're always trying to take from you. And you're saying, oh, well, I don't want that because they only want one thing. Guess what? That's a relationship you're in, a taker's relationship. They take and you take. Okay, stop that. Because do you genuinely think this is a great person? I got her to read out the list that she made of the partner that she wanted. And she goes, he ticks most of these boxes, if not all of them. It's amazing. So this is the person that you wanted. And now you're going to go back into your fear and you're going to sabotage it by being a taker. She went, no, I don't want to do that. I said, well, you have to tell me properly. What are you going to do? You can tell I'm passionate about it now. What are you going to do about it? I was like, I don't know what to do. I've never been in this situation. So it's fine. So what we did was we asked her to get him a gift. She brought him a gift for their next date. It was in small. It was a little gift. It wasn't special. It wasn't powerful. And that changed everything, because as she gave, he went, wow, what an incredible human being that gave to me. And I remember just before their marriage, I spent some time with them, and I said to him, what was the moment that you fell in love with this woman? And he goes, it was the minute she brought me this gift randomly that I went, wow, this is the woman I want to be with long term. And I was so taken away, because in that moment there, it's not about me. She took the action, but she gave. And when she gave, she created this beautiful relationship. She created this beautiful life with this partner. So it's that energy of giving. And it's so true, because when we give more, we give love to somebody, we give our energy, we give to them, and they give back, which has to be that boundary. It's a beautiful relationship. And this is what they've gone on to do. So she went from shame, fear, to being able to get clear on the relationship that she wants to create, and being clear on how she wants life to be. Because the bad things about being single and that fear is, there are perks, there's bad things and good things. But some of the bad things is, you know what, you're so distracted that your time's actually not valued. You're not really valuing your time. This is for people that really want to create that beautiful relationship. So when you're in fear and you're just dating one-offs and like they're getting on but nothing really happening, you're wasting your time as well. And it is part of growth. The people that you're coming and meeting are all part of your growth lessons. And our soul's meant to grow. This woman was meant to learn to give more. And as she does, she realizes that she gets more rewards from the world. The minute she starts giving more, other things are going to happen. This was her lesson that she needed to go through and to create that beautiful relationship. And when we really focus on the fear, the hurt, and ghosting and playing them games, although they seem fun, but the reason why they seem so fun, just from my own personal experiences, is because life is just a bit of chaos and you're actually so unsure of yourself, so that you're unsure about what you want to put into the relationship and what you want to create. So then moments that you're ghosting or chasing is normally from hurt and trauma, because when you're secure enough inside and you know yourself well enough, then you don't fancy that person that's playing the game and calling every couple of days or weeks. Yeah, it's a bit of lust and excitement, but it's not actually what you want long term. So secure people, they realize that fast enough, because all secure is really knowing yourself more, feeling safe in who you are, feeling safe in your own energy, trusting yourself, trusting your intuition, feeling safe that you're loved and that you're protected. That really helps you feel safe and secure within. And then, I want to spend time with a good partner that's open, that's kind, that's loving, that's a great human being, as opposed to I want to find love with somebody that's long distance, or somebody that's already in a relationship, or somebody that's XYZ, all this nonsense, right? So instead of that, we want to find a better relationship with somebody more long term. Yeah. And this is what I really encourage. I really encourage this behavior, that we feel safe to open our heart, feel safe and trust ourselves. And one simple way to do that is through meditation. Meditation is an amazing tool for us to center ourselves. Every day in our relationship with me and my wife, now coming up to 5 years married, amazing. Every day in our relationship together, what we do is we actually spend some time just meditating. And we do it separately. She meditates downstairs, I meditate upstairs. It's just really centering ourselves for whatever comes up in the day, so that we feel safe and secure enough to handle it all. I remember when COVID happened, we stopped meditating and it was just chaos every day. And it was like, what's exciting? 5 p.m. news. Ooh. We would argue and we would fight and we would bicker, and it was like, oh, well, nothing else to do. And then actually, then we had to learn to meditate and to calm our energy down and feel secure and safe no matter what's happening on the outside. Because there's always going to be ups and downs on the outside. I run my own business, I have lots of things happening, multiple families to deal with, everything around, right? Client issues, oh my goodness, their relationships, their breakups, their narcissist partners, oh my goodness, so much. But it's about feeling safe enough inside that you can handle everything outside. And meditation's a great way of doing that. Very simple. Put your hand on your heart. Take some deep breaths in. Maybe you could do that with me now. Just put your pen and paper down for a second. And right now, just put hand on heart. Take a deep breath. Maybe close your eyes if you want to. So we're breathing in through your nose. Hold it. And release. Let's go again a little bit more deeper. Hold it. And release. And just another deep breath in. Hold it. And now release. Very nice. Beautiful. That was just a couple of seconds, but you may feel a bit more centered, a bit more calmer within yourself. And now, no matter what argument or whatever things are happening, when you find that centeredness inside, you're more equipped to deal with any problems. And actually, by calming down your body, you can heal faster. You can focus more. You can trust your intuition more. So instead of questioning the relationship in fear, going, oh my God, are you cheating on me? What are you doing? Instead, you could trust your intuition that you're going to see it and feel it. You can only feel it when you come into a nice centered place. Makes sense? So meditation is a really beautiful way to get ourselves out of survival. Because when you think about the survival and biology, it's our nervous system that's breaking down, our bodies in fight or flight. Ooh, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? So some are fighting, some are running away, some are ghosting, some are doing this, some are doing that. But when we find that nice centered place within, we're commanding our body, relax, you're safe, everything's going to be fine. I know what you're thinking. Sonny, this sounds fine, but you don't know what I go through. I go through crazy people all the time, exes that have cheated on me, all of these nonsense things. Oh my God, this sounds amazing, but let's be real now. Let's be realistic. And being real and being realistic is, you know what? You were meant to go through that to learn some lessons. Maybe you were too naive when you were young. Maybe you were not strong enough and you needed to believe in yourself more and you need to share your value more. You had to learn these things. But that person that cheated on you is probably because you didn't value yourself enough and you was giving your power away to them. But that person that was hard on you or was a bit too needy and chasing after you is probably because you was too cold and closed off. So you didn't allow them into your heart. And that's up to you. That's what we have to learn to open our heart. We need to learn to value ourselves more. We need to learn to be able to be stronger within ourselves, but also have that courage again to love again, to have that courage to put ourselves out there, that courage to create this beautiful life and relationship so that we're able to find that beautiful relationship, so that we're able to create it, right? But you have to have that courage to do that, which means you have to learn them with quick lessons. And in order to learn them lessons, you have to now forgive that past. You have to say, thank you. Because Einstein said that everything is energy. And one thing that's really important, energy can't be deleted because it just stays there. So you ignoring it, or that past relationship, I don't want to talk about it anymore, don't want to deal with it anymore, or my parents' arguments, or this, or I don't want to deal with it. It means it doesn't move. It just stays in your subconscious, which is 95% of your actions, right? It's only 5% that we do consciously. 95% is the other way, right? So it's still there. So what you have to do is you have to say, thank you. Thank you. No, you say, thank you. I love you for the lessons. Please forgive me. I'm sorry if I did anything wrong over that period of time. I'm sorry if I wasn't strong enough. Please forgive me as well. Because something must have created that situation. Thank you for the lessons. Thank you for making me stronger. I love you. I love this experience for being part of my life. And what we do is we change that anger, hurt, fear, frustration, and we change that energy into love, a higher being of love. And then instead of us blocking it, we can actually accept it. We can actually go, okay, beautiful, good. No, one of the reasons why I woke up and I was in shame, and this is a true story. I did deep hypnosis and qualified in this as well. It's called something called timeline therapy. It took me back to when I was in my mum's stomach, and this is intuition based. And it took me back to when I was in her stomach, and my mother had me with another man, and it was the first time that she realized that she was pregnant. And she was like, oh, what are they going to say about me? What are they going to think? All the shame, fear, and judgment went into me. And for a long time of my life, I couldn't get rid of that shame and fear because it's so deep rooted. And when I went to that timeline therapy and I healed that wound, I looked at myself in a different perspective. And I saw myself as a gift of God that was meant to be part of this world for a purpose, to help, to be here, to be that light. And then all that shame and all that guilt, that blocked energy, disappeared as I saw myself as a gift of God. And this is what I want you to see. You're a gift. The chance of you being here is very slim. And chances of you surviving and creating and coming out in birth is a gift from God. You are a gift from God. You were meant to be here for a reason. You're meant to be in this world for a reason. You're a gift from God. I just want you to remember that. You are a gift from God. And these experiences and pains sometimes are there to help you to learn, to develop, to become stronger. And this is why we have to thank them experiences, because you're a gift from God. You're an angel, a gift from God. You're meant to be in this world. And for those that don't believe in God that much, you've got to think about the universe. You've got to think about birth. Like, two people come together. And through coming together, now a beautiful child, you are being born in your mother. And you develop ears, eyes, nose, mouth, a brain, heart that functions. Most of us have organs that are fully functional. So you think about God and the universe and that higher power. How is that created? How is that developed? It's beauty. You got to remember, you're that beauty. You're that one that came out of your mother. And this gift of you coming into this world, as you remember, you are a gift from God. Only to release all that hurt, all that shame, all that guilt, all that fear, all that doubts. And remember, you are a gift from God. As you go into that energy, I want to start getting that excitement for love again. Because finding that beautiful relationship, what's on the other side here is a beautiful relationship, a soulmate, a beautiful connection, that open communication, somebody that you could turn to, support, nurturing the relationship, developing the relationship, enjoying time together, creating new possibilities together, and creating more in the world, doing more in the world, having beautiful children, having a beautiful family. And in that, we have to let go of that fear and hurt and all them worries. And because it's a fear and hurt that makes us cheat or makes us ghost. So we have to let go of all of that. And we have to say, you know what? I'm committed to living in this beautiful space and having that beautiful partner, giving my love and they've given it back, and creating to the world and doing so much together. And the reason why I say giving that love and they've given it back is because it is a boundary, you know? We expect it to be the norm and expected, but set it as a boundary is better. Let's be clearer with communication. Let's have this as a boundary. That I want to put your needs first, and I want you to put my needs first. This is the relationship I want to create. It's a beautiful boundary. I don't care if anyone says, oh, we shouldn't do it for that reason. I don't care, because it's so important for you to be clear with your communication. It's so important for you to say, look, this is how I want to create the vision of my relationship. I put their needs first, they put my needs first. We travel, we have a beautiful house, we do this, we do that. We're constantly growing, learning, developing, and we're becoming more. We do spontaneous things, we go on random date nights, we enjoy the world together, we go and see some hiking, or we do this and we do that. This is a vision I want to create. This person goes, oh, well, I want to create a very similar vision, or I want to do something aligned with that or not aligned. I coach a lot on rejection theory. I'm like, rejection is just aligned or not aligned. Simple as. Either you're aligned with what I want to create in the world, or you're not aligned with what I want to create in the world. But remember, when we're unclear, we don't know what we want to create. So we think everything's a rejection. But really, nothing's a rejection. You're just too unclear. So then you find someone else that's unclear, and you're both unclear, and that's an unclear relationship. So that clarity is power. Clarity is power. Please write that down. So when you have a vision of the future, it embodies it. It takes it forward. When this person's also on the same path and wants to create that same vision, then you can align it together, and you can be clear with how you want to show up together, how you want to communicate together, how you want to go on holidays together. Instead of expecting, oh, why haven't you just booked this trip? Why haven't you taken me to the best restaurant? Why haven't you done this? Instead you say, I want to go to the best restaurant together. Let's go. Yeah? Where do you want to go together? Let's go then. Oh, okay, just that simple. Yeah, that's simple. It's that simple, okay? Okay, I'm getting it. Good. Because this is where we take all the judgment or the pain from the past away, and the fears and doubts. What we're really left with is an open space. When we forgive others, when we forgive and we open that space again, we're left with an open space. And in this open space, we can say, this is how I want to create my life. This is how I want to be. I want to value myself. I want to share. I want to put myself out there. I want to respect you. And equally, I want to respect myself. And I want you to respect this in the relationship. I want to be free to be my feminine self. I want you to be the masculine and maybe lead a little bit. I want us to create this beautiful love and joy and excitement in the world. I want us to have this beautiful life. I want us to be so clear and so conscious that whatever's happening outside, us two together is the most important thing. That when I'm busy at work or been out and I'm doing client meetings and anything like that, instead of me worried that you're going to cheat or leave or anything like that, instead what I do is I create such a beautiful space that when you come back home, or we got on that phone call, or we talk, such a beautiful space that you never ever want to cheat anyway. We live it with so much love and joy and excitement that you never want to be able to cheat on me or even want to do it, because being around this relationship space is so beautiful and so powerful that it's better than anything else out there. That is the beauty of a long-term relationship. It means that when you are outside, your partner's outside or you're outside, instead of doing the things that come from fear and doubts and oh, oh yeah, I'm a little bit excited, let's do this, let's cheat, whatever, all them stuff, they're actually like just lower vibration, just a little bit of distractions. Instead, they value and they have the discipline to value the relationship so deeply and so powerfully that they're like, nah, this is a relationship I want to be in. I prefer being at home watching a movie or spending time with my partner more than anything else. And although I do them things for work or other reasons or to socialize, but what's most important to me is being back at home with my partner and spending that beautiful time with her or him and my family. You see, there's a different vibration there. You see how that works. So we go into getting clearer about the relationship you want to create, and then also living in that vibration. Guess what? Your work's better, your clarity, your mind, the brain fog's gone. All of these different things happen because now you have more clarity in your life, and also you're in a better space when you're in your relationship, when you're at home, when you're with your partner. And now you could do more, be more. But the difference is, and this is where a lot of people have also seen trauma and incidences, is that the husband's working or the father's working many hours, maybe like 12 hours, to create a beautiful house and to provide for the woman. He comes back home and the woman's nagging at him because it's a learnt behavior from the past. So the woman's nagging because that's what she's seen. And because of that, it creates a big dynamic. Now, this younger generation, you've seen that in the past, and now you're like, oh, but I should be arguing. No, this is how I get attention. No, it's not actually. You should be supporting your husband. So, really, that father that came back from that 12-hour shift, the woman should be there saying, how are you? I've missed you today. This is what happened with the kids, and fill him in with that excitement. And that husband needs to listen and be like, oh, that's beautiful. I can't believe I missed it. Tell me more. Because both of you two are adding that excitement and seeing each other. It's so important to be seen within the relationship. You have to see each other in the relationship. So this is some of the keys to it. Some of the keys to that powerful relationship, that loving relationship, and the clarity on committing to that beautiful relationship, committing to working on things, and the belief that we can get through things. Because the belief system of somebody avoidant is, it's your fault, I'm out of here. The belief system of somebody anxious is, oh, I'm not worthy of this love, so I'm leaving, right? Or I'm not worthy of this love, so I'm holding on more, yeah? But the belief system of somebody secure and somebody that's creating that long-term relationship is, we can get through this and we'll find a way. That's a really powerful belief system. I'm sure many of you have it at work or in other areas of life, that you're going to find a way to get to what you want to do. You're going to find a way to hit your gym goals or your business goals or your work goals. You'll find a way to make it happen. It's the same for that relationship. You want to put that same energy in. With many of you haven't been putting that energy in because you're like, what if I do put that energy in, but it's not reciprocated? Well, again, it's that boundary. You say clearly, you say out loud, this is what I want, to be able to work on it. This belief system that we both work on the relationship and we overcome more. We overcome things together to create that beautiful relationship. And this is what's helped me and many, many clients find deep, lasting love and happiness and that beautiful marriage. Have the courage to speak up, have the courage to lead with your heart, have the courage to open up to more, have the courage to reflect on how you was in the past, the reason why them relationships wasn't working. Have the courage to do a bit of meditation and actually to be an excitement that this meditation is actually a tool that's going to help me let go of whatever's going on. Be excited about this new beautiful relationship you can create. Be excited for dating, to meet new people, knowing that every time you're learning and developing and becoming more and becoming better. Be excited for life and the relationship, because when you think about the last date that you've been on or the last introduction you've had, was you excited or was you like, oh, the family did it, or oh, there was a date, oh, whatever you was like, you have to really reflect and go, what was I like at that moment? What was going on inside of me? What was happening? And or was I in fear because, it's New York and it's busy and scary? Or am I in fear because my mum might judge me if this doesn't work out? Or am I in fear because I'm 30 and now I think I'm 55, but I'm worried? And because of that, am I in fear of actually finding this love? And you have to have the courage to reflect that and then say, okay, maybe this fear was making me judge that person, which meant I met a lot of judgmental people, right? Because which one comes first? I remember this is a true story. I spoke to this guy. I didn't sign him as a client, actually. I didn't want to work with him. And he said to me, Sonny, I've got psoriasis. I said, okay, let's figure out how you can overcome psoriasis. Like, what's some of the tools, what's some of the gifts? He goes, it's quite bad, actually. It's all over my body. He goes, that's fine. We can find a beautiful partner that would love you for you. Like, that's okay. He's like, no, women are going to judge me. They're all rude. They like this, they like that. I said, no, honestly, right, there's incredible people out there that won't even mind. It's fine. It's more yourself that's thinking this. I said to him, look, there's things that you can do. Vitamin D is so good for you. Having different things can really help your body to recover as well. And he's saying, okay, I'm going to try more things to help it. And wonderful. So I goes to him, look, don't worry about this, all right? There's not everyone is judgmental. And there's better people out there. And there are good people that don't judge, that are open, that would connect to you. If you share your heart and you share who you are and you be more open, they would love you for you. Bring that joy. He was a very funny guy. I goes, bring that joy. He goes, okay, you know what? I think we could do this. Yeah, feel excited now. So I moved on from the psoriasis. I was like, yes, good. Because that was only his limiting belief about his health. So I goes to him, okay, good. Now, the next thing came up. Well, I goes to him, I want to introduce you to this woman. She's a really beautiful soul, kind, loving. And you know what? She don't judge. She's very open-hearted. And in the past, she actually had a health condition that she overcame. So I want to introduce you to her. I do matchmaking as well. And he goes to me, yeah, sure. Can you send me her details? So I sent it. He goes, oh, yeah, pretty, beautiful. Oh, very nice. How tall is she? I think she's 5'2". Oh, no, she's too short for me. I'm like, bro, you're 5'10". Oh, no, yeah, she's too short for me. Nah, she's way too short. Right, she is so short. Forget that. I'm not meeting her. Pardon? What do you mean? No, she's too short. I'm not meeting anyone. Mate, I'm 5'4" and above. Huh? He goes, what? You're 5'10". He goes, yeah, 5'4" and above. Yeah, that's what I need. No, 5'2", too short. No, it would just look odd. I get pardon. Sorry, I don't understand what you mean. He goes, no, 5'2" is too short for me. I'm not doing it. Yeah, I was laughing so much, right? I was like, hey, I was like, that's so funny. He's like, anyone else? I went, no, sorry, I can't work with you. And he like, what? You can't work with me? I was like, I'm sorry, I can't. Because I don't know which one came first. Was it his judgment? Or was it the fact that he was being judged already? Was he judging himself? And now he's judging others. Do you see how that works? So, in order to let go of them judgments, we have to free ourselves. Because those who judge first get judged first. What do I mean by that? Those who judge others first feel judged all the time. Because judging is a defense mechanism instead of trusting. I trust God, the universe now, to bring me around great people. I trust God, the universe, to bring me around the best people around. People of good hearts, spiritual connection, and great souls. This is what I trust. I have to put my trust into God, and people will come in. The right people come in. So I want you to get some value from this. I hope there's been some value. Please drop it in the comments if you've got some. But also, I would like for you to write down the vision of the relationship you want to create. And then also get excited for it. Right? So I want you to start creating this beautiful life. And through the journey of committing to this beautiful relationship, lots of things may come up. Generational trauma you may need to let go of, unhealed wounds, some karmic debts. And all you have to do is forgive, let go, reach out if you need to, but you just need to be able to free yourself, let go. to realize again that you're God's gift. Realize they were all lessons for you to learn and to become stronger. Just let them go now. So whatever does come up inside, you have to really get into that energy of forgiving, letting go, and realize the energy that you're putting into life and relationships. I hope you got some value from this. If you did, please leave it in the comments. Please subscribe. Share this video with somebody that's on the journey of finding love and maybe they're giving up, and I want you to inspire them and share this video with them. Thank you so much. Your host, your guide, love coach, Sunny Sekon, and pleasure. Thank you.